What do we got here? Gym influencer regrets doing OnlyFans. Oh no. Oh boy, people regretting things in the future. Why is she so red? Is she okay? She's been crying. She looks like she got sunburnt.
Has been blown away by Crabtree's hands and his ability to suck in these balls.
Huh? What?
I beg your pardon?
This is for girls who are considering starting OF. I've been doing it for the last 2 years, and I just think social media glamorizes it so much, and nobody talks about the reality of what it actually is, and somebody needs to.
And then people will call her a pick-me, by the way, for, like, saying how she feels. Aren't you supposed to, like, not tell women how they should feel?
You might even have friends that are encouraging you to do it right now, but later on down the road, when they get in a serious relationship or married or start having kids, they aren't going to want a girl who does porn around their family. And there are far and few between that are okay with it. I'm not excluding everyone, but our generation likes to act like we've accepted everything, and we haven't. And I'm not pushing for exception. I just want to make you guys aware of how lonely of a job this truly is, because you will lose friends and family. So much so that OF agencies create these group content get-togethers, which, yes, you're making content, but it is also said up front even that they're encouraging you to make girlfriends amongst each other, because you are going to have a very hard time making girlfriends outside of that.
OF agencies, so pimps. That's a polite way of doing it, or saying that, yeah. Again, if this is true, I do feel bad. I do.
And as far as, you know, guy friend groups and stuff, you're not going to be called by your name anymore. Like, you're the girl who does OF, and that might sound really cool at first, like she's bad, but a year or two and that wears off pretty quick. And as far as your, you know, self-respect having a price, it does pay good, but a few more years and you're going to want your self-respect back, and it is just a shortcut that takes.
Can I also just talk about what she said about how this generation wants everything to be accepted? But then when you go to other cultures where it's not accepted, or it's not as accepted at all, they start getting mad and trying to say, well, in my culture, that's okay. Why isn't it okay in your culture? It's kind of weird.
It's more than it gives. Because no matter how loyal of a person you are, how honest or loving or kind or sweet you are, you're going to be judged off of the fact that you did do OF, and you can't get it back. You can't get it down. It's on the internet. It is what it is, and you're just, at some point, you're going to want your self-respect back. You really will, and you're going to want to get married or have kids, and explaining that to somebody what you did is so much harder than you think it will be, and most people aren't okay with it.
Well, yeah, that's what people used to do back in the day. If someone said, yeah, your mom's, you know, on the street corner, if your mom's on the street corner, you know, selling her body, it wasn't exactly like, oh my gosh, yes, that's so pog. Like, it was like a frowned upon thing, and it still pretty much is.
And if they are, is that really a man of value that you want to marry?
Her friends lied about accepting it because they'd rather be seen as a good person than to tell their friends something that could potentially stop them from making a life-altering decision. People do.
But that's what women do sometimes as well. Unfortunately, some women will think that, oh, you know, if I eliminate her as competition, it means that there's more accessibility to me, to the ones that will not date her. Again, I want everyone to be happy. As much as people say, oh my god, Alana, you hate women, I don't hate women. I don't. I want everyone to be happy. If everyone's happy, it's a better place in the world, man.
This all the time. They'll say Lizzo is healthy and beautiful, but they don't want to change bodies with her. They'll say there's
That's actually a really good point. They'll say Lizzo was like a beautiful BBW, whatever. And then people say, oh, but you look like Lizzo. Then they'll smack you across the face and say, oh my god, how dare you say that about me?
There's nothing wrong with sex work, but they don't want their kids to do it. The only thing worse than having an enemy is having a bad friend.
Ooh.
Who needs enemies when you have friends like hers? I personally
They're not
applaud her for
friends.
being honest, though.
What's that one thing your ex gave you that you can't quite get rid of?
So the one thing that my ex got me was my PS4. I can't get rid of it. I mean, unless somebody wants to buy me a PS5, then I might consider getting rid of it.
My nigga.
You a rapper.
I make music.
Wait, pause though. Like, why is she mad at him? Yeah, what? That doesn't seem like a reasonable thing to do. It's like I respect the hustle. I understand she's gonna destroy it and not. She's not. He's baiting her to buy a new one. I hope it's baiting to buy her a new one and not the thought that I had of her destroying it. Cause like I've heard stories of girls smashing PlayStations over like less than that. Yeah.
Music.
Like 2 bar, a little 2 bar.
People ask me who I bank with. I want some bad bougie and they ain't shit. Looking at my sister like, damn, did we make it? I don't know, but I'm finna get my wrist hit. These can't stand me because I'm always on my pimp shit. That's all I got right now.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was ass.
Nah, that ain't.
I mean, Key said it, not me.
Ain't it, y'all?
It's definitely a no for me.
That was not it for
This is
sure.
proof that it's totally okay not to be married by 30, to live life on a completely different timeline. I'm 37 and I still don't know what I'm doing in my life, but it's a Friday and life can totally be awesome.
You're 37, but you're acting like you're still 25. Yeah, I don't know, lady. I think you're having a midlife crisis of some sort. You're acting like you're still 25. And that's not great. It's not good for your
I'm
mental
just,
health.
Hanging out at the pyramids, all dressed up,
Who asked?
just living life, guys.
I mean, good for you.
This is proof.
We don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, that's really nice. You're 37, but it's not good for your mental health to still act like you're 25.
We don't care.
Rule number 1 of happiness. People who are actually happy don't record videos trying to convince other people that they're happy. And who wants to have a life with no family where you're just traveling alone? The best part.
But again, it's okay to not be married by 30, but don't expect other people to be like, oh wow, that's awesome. Let's give her a standing ovation. No one gives a fuck, man. There's a lot of people that die alone and they don't make TikToks or like Instagrams or whatever.
Part about traveling is experiencing it with somebody else. Being able to go, remember when we went here? You can't even do that. You just alone.
They call her the cat lady.
I don't know if your girlfriend's wifey material part 1.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
she can cook.
Oh
Like, I'm not.
my god, that looks so fucking good. Holy shit.
I don't know if your girlfriend's wifey
Holy
material
moly.
part 1. Bro, she can cook. Like, I'm not talking about like.
Bro, she better be getting some nice freaking Starbucks or whatever women want these days. He better be taking her to Target. Holy.
Meals you throw in the microwave for like 2 minutes or throw in the oven for like.
Oh my god, and burgers with the freaking animal style fries. Dude.
15. I ain't talking about that, bro. I'm talking about from scratch. She cooking shit from scratch just for you.
Oh my god, this looks
every
so
night.
good.
Good cooking,
Salmon.
good consciousness, and good cookies.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like
I hope that guy marries her. She's definitely a keeper. Holy.
coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
Pro tip for the ladies. If you have to go shopping, plan that shit with your girlfriends and let that man stay home. You get to spend some time with your friends, and I guarantee you he enjoys the alone time.
Game is game. two incredible men who are such special people in my world. And Leo, I'm so happy I can stand here and tell you how much I love you and how much I've loved you for 13 years.
Okay.
And your performance in this film is nothing short of spectacular and just...
Okay, pause. They have done a lot of movies together. Love, maybe they're like really good friends. Hold on. It's Amber Turd? Yeah. Is that Amber Turd, chat? I don't think it is it? I think that's Kate Winslet. Yeah, it's Kate Winslet. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think it's Amber Turd. They did do a lot of movies together.
I love you with all my heart, I really do. And my husband, Sam, thank you for directing this film, babe.
She took your balls.
One thing I've realized living on my own, when men find out that you live on your own, the dates stop and they just want to come over.
I get that's funny out of context, but I guess I understand it. Like being two actors, I don't know.
I mean,
So
that's a scumbag.
But what I'm trying to say is that's girlfriend treatment.
Yeah.
And they're doing that, and I'm not even their girlfriend.
That's not how they feel about it.
No,
that's not. I don't agree with that. They're not thinking about. I don't agree with that.
Wait, okay, so how do they feel?
They
No, be real. No. How do they know?
What?
No, can I just say it out loud? No, the people want to hear. I'm going to count to 3, and I want y'all both to say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Man, horny, bro.
You heard me say, Kevin, you cheated.
Someone had sex in the car.
Yo, I'm
you
done.
got a crib?
Yo.
You got a crib? You got a roof over your head?
So wait, are you expecting
In
when you at her
comfort.
house for her to cook for you?
No. I'm here for the and that's it.
Oh my God, yo, I'm done.
Keep that pasta
She's
in
so
the fridge. I'm cool.
If a man is at
At least he's honest. Yes, and if you are honest with them, they get really upset. I don't know why. I don't know why they get mad.
your house at 2 a.m., he ain't there for arts and crafts. I'm not going to say all the time, but 95% of the time, if a man is alone with a woman at 2 a.m., he wants buns. Now, that might not
He
be all
wants
he wants, but
pork.
it's definitely on his grocery list.
Everyone keeps glossing over this because everyone's trying to make Zion Williamson out to be.
Also, why are you up at 2 a.m.? Like, of course you're wanting to pork. Like, huh? Unless you're crying and saying, like, my grandma died. I feel like that's inappropriate, but, like, geez. At 2 a.m., you down bad.
But it's definitely on his grocery list.
Everyone keeps glossing over this because everyone's trying to make Zion Williamson out to be an embarrassment, but I believe him to be a victim. Nobody ever wants to talk about how these grown women are preying on young athletes because they have money and an opportunity to come up on someone that they believe to be impressionable.
It's a double standard for sure. And I hate that, like, people dismiss it and say stuff like, oh, well, she's really hot and she's older. It's like, that doesn't make it okay. Like, that does not make it okay. That's quite the opposite.
Zion Williamson is 23 years old and I think has upwards of $100+ million.
Damn.
What is a 23-year-old man with $100 million gonna do?
Other than chase buns.
You know what I'm saying? Other than chase buns. Most niggas when they 18 to 25 don't even have $100 million and what they doing?
Fact.
Chasing buns. Now I got $100+ million and the world is my oyster, for a lack of better words. Just like LaMelo Ball, Anna Montana, his girlfriend, she's 30-something years old. This nigga was 19. Why nobody talking about this?
See, that's where I think it's a problem. 23 and she's 30, that's like whatever, hag maxing, haha, very funny. When he's 19 and she's like over 30, I think the dynamic becomes real bad.
PJ Washington and Brittany Renner, like all these other situations.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is no one talking about how these grown ass women are preying on these young men and then we trying to embarrass them? Like, this what you had me doing? This nigga's a victim. I don't care what y'all say.
People will say shit like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio only dates 19-year-olds and he's like, what, 50-something now? Yeah, it's kind of, it's like almost like grooming, essentially. Yes, it's gross.
100% agree. This man is 23 years old and he got paid $100 million to put a ball in the net. This man is playing GTA with all the cheat codes at this point. At 23, most of the guys that I was around was chasing tail, and you expect him not to? Even though society says men mature slower than women, if a woman makes a mistake at age 23, she was a victim of her circumstance. But if a man makes a mistake at 23, unfortunately, they're just gonna say he should have known better. And trust me, unfortunately,
Which is so bad. You should not have that mentality.
Nobody feels bad for a rich man. Zion should have been thinking with his head instead of his head. Till next time.
Some say young, dumb, and full of you know? It's true what they say, man. That was a great video, though. Thank you for that. Thank you. Check them out. The Poor Man's Podcast. This guy says he's poor, but it's very rich in the head. It's very rich in wisdom. Yeah.